here we go. This is Dilly, and joining me tonight is
Fash.
And we've got the not chat on the line here.
New name every week.
New name every week, my dude.
I still just use Kek Kid in the descriptions.
Or yeah, what was it first? Like Kek Kid, and then it was like Solid Sneku, and now it's fucking not Chad.
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
I can't, dude. My entire life and worldview is about changing everything every 5 seconds.
Alright, well, we're starting tonight with DACA, the recent developments regarding the old, what was it called again? I forgot what the President Obama called it, but it was basically a program that protects undocumented persons from deportation and provides them with work permit if they entered the U.S. before they turned 16.
So it's like magic soil for children, right?
Basically, like if their parents just brought them into the country, you know, at a very young age, and they can't really help anything. It's not really their fault. That's the logic of it. Therefore, they
have the age up to 16, I think it is. So I mean, some of them probably at least knowingly know what they're doing. I'm not saying like, oh, my entire family is uprooting and moving to the U.S. And I'm not gonna go. Like, who the fuck would do that?
Yeah, I mean, mostly it just protects people that are like students, from what I understand.
It's mostly geared towards poor immigrant students, taking away the benefits from legal students, especially white legal students.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. They're taking my money.
Giving it to those
round
abos.
Dude, we don't have abos here. What are you talking about?
Everybody brown is an abo. Anyone who's brown is an abo.
Dude, anyone slightly not ghostly pale is an abo.
Personally,
well, I guess I'm an abo.
Personally, I'm really hoping that he does just fully repeal it. Because it would make these words really funny. He said back in January, he said, they shouldn't be very worried. I do have a big heart. And we're going to take care of everybody. He says this all the time.
We're talking about Trump.
Yeah.
It sounds like some CivNet hug boxing right there.
Remember my dead babies and
Syrian refugee children.
He didn't do much there, no, in hindsight. No. Yeah. Well, anyway, it looks like tomorrow morning something's going to come out. He's going to say something about it. Pence is trying to reassure everyone and saying that the decision will be made with a big heart, but it's, judging by the rumors I've been reading, it sounds a lot like Trump is basically just going to annihilate the entire damn thing.
Oh, yeah.
Fox News, full of juice, seems to think that they're going to end it.
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. It's Crisis in Context. I don't know what they're talking about. It's muted.
Dude, what? You don't know how to read lips? What's wrong with you?
Of course not. Not a trap.
You're not a trap. Dude, what? What does trapping have to do with reading lips?
Traps are just better at everything, you know?
Oh.
Just a compliment.
Oh, yeah, well, traps are the master race. I don't know. Dude, when Hitler saw a vision for Greater Germany, he saw a vision.
Here's basically, basically what Pence said in full context. President Trump has said all along that he's giving very careful consideration to that issue, and that when he makes it, he'll make it with, as he likes to say, a big heart. Okay, I think he's going to totally and completely throw all this shit out of the window tomorrow morning.
You think he's going to... Okay. Yeah.
I honestly think he's going to do something like that. I mean, I think DACA's going to have to go. I mean, for one thing, there was something that came before DACA. And it was, I forgot what it was called.
It was probably some kind of, crap, where is it?
It wasn't DACA. It was something else. It was similar to DACA.
That's why we need an intern.
Yeah, it came before DACA. What was it?
Bird action sounds, blah, blah, blah. I bet you where is it? There's like a UCIS. That's what I wanted. USCIS.
Let's see.
Situation.
I can't remember what it was, but a couple of months ago he repealed. Well, maybe not him. I think it was something DAPA. It was the DHS that rescinded it. DHS rescinded Obama-era DAPA program, which basically I think it protects the parents of the people that benefit from DACA. And if that's the case, then DACA has already been neutralized, because if you get rid of their parents, what are the kids going to do?
Yeah, I mean, dude, they'll stay there and become doctors and lawyers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because that's what happens to all of them. They pull themselves up from their bootstraps and they literally become doctors and lawyers 90% of the time.
Yeah.
All diversity.
Yeah.
Diversity is our strength.
It's very much our strength.
Diversity is our strength.
Dude, I love diversity.
Diversity is our strength. Hold on. I got something for you guys.
All right.
Diversity is our strength.
Oh, you got
I should have did it in the merchant voice.
The merchant voice.
Bad thing is I have to record it before I have to record the dialogue before I hold on, I'll show you.
That's about
Diversity is our strength, Goyim. Diversity is our strength, Goyim.
All right, so now we're moving on to the big topic of the week, and that is that the media is basically turning on Antifa. And not just the media, but also the Democratic Party, and yeah, just the left in general is starting to do a bit of soul searching in regards to Antifa, apparently.
Good.
The Antifa! I think you did the joke last time, but whatever.
Antifa! That was great.
Oh my gosh. Well, who was it? Nancy Pelosi also counter signaled them, which was kind of
I heard she
interesting.
said something. I didn't read up on it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I have her
I don't know
statement.
exactly what she said. My dad just messaged me Nancy Pelosi of all people,
All right.
condemning the Antifa.
I have her statement right here. Let me go ahead and read.
You do?
Let me go ahead and read it. Our democracy has no room for inciting violence or endangering the public, no matter the ideology of those who commit such acts. The violent actions of people calling themselves Antifa in Berkeley this weekend deserve unequivocal condemnation, and the perpetrators should be arrested and prosecuted. She also said, in California, as across all of our great nation, we have the deep reverence of the constitutional right to peaceful dissent and free speech. Nonviolence is a fundamental to that right. Let us use this sad event to reaffirm that we must never fight hate with hate, and to remember the values of peace, openness, and justice. They represent the best of America. Yeah, they're trying to wash their hands of these little monstrosities that they've created.
Nice. After their little promotion of Antifa saying they're fighting the good fight, now they're bad guys. Bad.
Oh, those bad guys! They're literally storming the beaches of Normandy. Yeah. Those brave souls,
Killing us Nazis off.
Dude, yeah, they've literally punched every Nazi in the world.
I think what really set this off in the media was that article from the Washington Post, which I have right here, and it's titled, Black-Clad Antifa Members Attack Peaceful Right-Wing Demonstrators in Berkeley, and that was over 2,000-man plus event in Berkeley. I think it was roughly 2,000 people, and it says here that only about 100 Antifa mixed into the crowd and attacked people.
It's way more than 100. Way more than 100 Antifa.
Yeah, it's
about 6 Gorillion Antifa.
6 Gorillion
showed up to our protest. Was this Berkeley that you're talking about?
Yeah, it was a very recent Berkeley event.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Berkeley Berkeley is out of control.
Berkeley is the center.
Needs the gas.
Berkeley is the center for Antifa and most Marxist radicals these days. Kind of ironic. I mean, this is where a lot of free speech rallies used to take place back in the day. But it was apparently a No to Marxism in America rally, I think. But there was also something called March Against Hate, I think. So I don't know. Rally Against Hate. No, maybe that's the same thing. I don't know. I heard very little about this event.
There were a couple of things. There was the rally against hate, the rally against Marxism, the Patriot Prayer. There was something else. There were a couple of events going on at Berkeley on that day.
Ah.
Yeah.
And Antifa attacked all of them?
Yeah, Antifa, everything's Nazi to Antifa, so.
It sounds to me like it just went and attacked a bunch of civic nationalists.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Oh, man.
Civic nationalism is Nazism now, so.
Yeah, dude, it's literally National Socialism.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're literally George Lincoln Rockwell, plus Hitler, and every Confederate general to ever exist.
Oh, yeah, basically. Yeah, but basically, I think, the Antifa is basically, has been for past few months, basically a group of useful idiots for the left, and they use it mainly to suppress people, but that hasn't really been working out, I guess, because now they're just attacking anyone and everyone, and that's starting to make the left look bad. So yeah, I think they're going to start washing their hands of these people for the coming months. But that does, that's not...
Know, it's all part of his plan. It's all part of his plan. So
the George Soros man.
Mm-hmm.
We got George Soros. He's funding all these groups, and he's making a fourth-dimensional machine. Oh man,
yeah, that's one thing about Alex Jones. Actually, I believe. I think it is George Soros is behind a lot of this.
I think some of his money does go into it. That's probably not the whole thing, but he's definitely involved, and he does fund these things in very indirect ways. He has a lot of organizations that he's tied to. He funds one, money gets dispersed several different directions. It goes into another organization. This is probably something we could discuss in an entirely different podcast, because it's actually a pretty huge topic.
Oh, George Soros.
Basically, how his money and how people like him get their money to different organizations. Yeah, like it's the Open Society Institute and all that. Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta get more drops. This is a great start, though.
It's amateur hour.
This is literally amateur hour.
Amateur hour, yeah. We'll get better.
Somebody just crack open a cold one with themselves.
That's me.
Oh God, alcohol is degenerate.
This is coming from a trap.
Oh, I'm offended. Listen, I'll say it now, and I've said it before. Traps are the last stand of implicit white identity, my dude.
Try telling that to the black traps and the Asian one.
Oh yes,
they're certainly not white.
Well, I mean, some of those Asians. I actually know a Hapa trap, which is hilarious.
Degenerate.
Yeah, and they're an Antifa. Funny enough.
We should go on to what's happening in I believe it was Falong Fash that wanted to mention something about what's going on in November.
Yeah, the Antifa. So November 4th. This is what we're talking about, right, Dilly? Okay, November 4th is a regional August 19th they had a regional conference to plan for November 4th, which is a communist revolution. RevCom is going to implement a communist revolution in several U.S. cities, being New York City, Austin, Texas, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco. They're planning a riot/revolution to take Mike Pence and Donald Trump out of office. And
good luck with that.
They're gonna apparently be violent. They're going to loot. They're going to fight. They'll probably end up killing someone or someone's people, to take out the Mike Pence quote unquote regime.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Mike Pence regime. They talk about these people like they literally have like brown shirts surrounding them, and like fucking gas chambers on every single corner.
Trump is Hitler to these people.
No,
where There's this article.
I'm on their website right now, and I'm listening, not listening, but reading their stuff, and it's a call from Refuse Fascism November 4th. It begins, the Trump-Pence regime must go. They list all the reasons, all the nightmare they're currently living through. Not just them, but other people that they're trying to defend. Immigrants, for example. I guess they're including... They're literally including all immigrants, and never mind whether they're illegal or legal, it doesn't matter. They're just saying immigrants living in terror. Their next step could mean detention, deportation, being torn from children and loved ones. Well, maybe the illegals, but not so much the legals.
Oh, they really know how to tug on my heartstrings. Ooh, you know, that really makes me sad. Where do I donate?
Wait, I'm trying to find it right now.
The list is basically everything you would expect. It's literally anyone that's not like a white male.
Crap. Here it is.
This is the one that really gets me here.
Right.
People all over the world facing bombings, occupations, war, and the threat of nuclear war. With Donald Trump's America First finger on the nuclear trigger. Do these people not know how the nuclear weapons program actually works? Or...
Dude, they're not triggers. I'm pretty sure they use keys and buttons.
Like, I'm pretty sure Trump can't just do it on his own. It requires a team.
I hope you guys are prepared for the revolution on the 4th then.
Oh, yeah.
The second Civil War. I'm pretty sure we'll win, so.
I mean, literally all we have to do is just, like, sit back and watch these idiots get themselves into a shit ton of trouble. Because if they're actually planning a revolution, they're going to get cut. They're going to get cut down.
If the police stand down,
even better.
Then we're going to have to take matters into our own hands. Yeah.
Even better. Just let them stand down. I mean, they won't. I doubt they'll stand down. I don't think they'll stand down in the Capitol, though. I mean, they're not going to. Those precious government buildings, all those documents.
Cities like San Francisco and Chicago and New York City. Yeah, they'll stand. Well, maybe New York City, but. We'll see. You refuse to accept fascists in America.
Just any at all? Like, you're not, you don't care if there's like 10 fascists in America? It's like, no. You can't.
They want all the fascists gone. They want the phalange fascists gone, the National Socialists, the National Syndicalists.
Oh,
I think it might be
National Syndicalists. I thought that was a Sterner thing. Oh no, I'm thinking of anarcho-syndicalists.
No. It's a Portuguese. It was the party from the Portuguese fascist National Syndicalists.
You're assuming that you're assuming they have the ability to grasp nuance and are aware of the existence of those particular ideologies.
Well, they're not. They probably don't know what, like, fucking. I think it was Iron Guard. Like the Romanian fascist party, there were so many different. There were so many different like breeds of fascism.
Yeah, the Ustasha, the Rex Party in Belgium, the Ustasha in Croatia. Yeah, so many different branches of fascism. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Again, it's a nationalistic thing. Yeah. Like it's a very nationalistic thing. Mm-hmm. Like whatever nation you're developing a fascistic narrative in, it's like. That nation's fascism will be different than another's, just by nature. But like again, it's a nuance, Like fascism in and of itself is a nuanced topic.
So for them, I guess this is a Trumpian branch of fascism.
Trump is a pseudo-fascist. Yeah. Who the fuck actually thinks that?
Actually, I'm kind of amazed at the things that these people believe. It just. I mean, I could probably understand it in regards to that they believe that maybe Trump will lead to a fascist regime somehow, some way. I don't know. And in a sense, they're kind of correct because he did propel the alt-right into the mainstream, but we're not exactly in the White House just yet.
That's not going to happen under Trump.
No.
It's not, because he has a Jewish daughter and a Jewish son-in-law. That isn't happening.
We're going to have to put...
We have to get Duke Bannon 2020 going. Maybe.
Something like that, yeah. We're going to need somebody in there that's like our guy.
Or Yeah, our American fascist regime. What is it? Rockwellian fascism.
Oh, dude, Rockwell wasn't a fascist, dude. He's explicitly said like all the time that he wasn't a fascist.
He was a neo-Nazi.
Yes, he was a National Socialist.
National Socialist. Okay.
I'm actually wondering where the term neo-Nazi came from, because that I've never seen anybody that actually identifies with that term.
Well, is it like a skinhead gang thing? I don't know.
Yeah, but I've never. Yeah. Even they haven't. Do they usually call themselves neo-Nazis?
Yeah, they usually call themselves Amador considers himself a Nazi.
Yeah, but
he said.
Yeah, but he's a provocateur, though. I mean.
Oh yeah,
a lot of these guys considered themselves. So.
Yeah, maybe.
But is it like a meme though? I don't know. Like, where did the memes start and like the actual neo-Nazi shit begin?
In the 70s in England, I guess, when neo-Nazism was first used. The whole ska scene, skinhead subculture, all that.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much where all the neo-Nazi things started, and it branched out to America in the 80s.
Yeah.
Which you had factions of skinheads, hammerskins, Aryan Nations, all those degenerate fucks.
Oh yeah, the ones in prison.
The ones in prison with the tattoos, and then you had the punk rockers, the one that get drunk and do heroin and sniff glue and fuck each other.
I'm wondering about the ones from the prison gangs and whatnot. That's very different from the average street gang.
Those guys are truly degenerate. They just sell drugs to their own people, which is, come on.
Like, the Aryan Brotherhood or other prison gangs, they are white prison gangs, but that's mainly because in prison, you are more or less forced to segregate.
Mm-hmm. Just like they're doing that to Cantwell right now.
Yeah. And
they've literally segregated him from the rest of the prisoners. Dude, did you listen to Letters from a Charlottesville Prison?
Yeah, if you listen to that stuff, he's only a couple of jail cells away from James Fields.
Oh God, yeah, I heard.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear his rap song?
No.
There's a point in one of the recordings where Cantwell has a rap song. He says he's been in jail too long already, and he's basically adopting nigger habits. He starts rapping. Yeah, but people are sending the guy. He should be. He's trying to get out on bond right now. But they're trying to counter him. Yeah.
Was it 100 grand? 100, not 100 grand.
No, it's like $25,000, I think.
25K.
That's bond. I think what you do with bond, I don't know. I have to look it up. I think you just give it to him and you get it back.
I've never been to prison. I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
we're white men.
We're white people.
Dude, we're white. There's the odds are in our favor that we're not going to be.
Yeah.
I'm staying far away from prison. That is like the number one thing I cannot ever get into. Yeah, my goodness. I can see myself being a target almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. In regards to Cantwell, I'm just hoping that the dude actually gets a fair trial, even if that's not likely. But they're accusing the dude of things that he obviously didn't do, like literally gassing people.
No, they literally gassed trash.
And tear gas and whatnot.
Yeah, no, dude, definitely.
He had pepper spray. That's all he had.
It's considered gassing under drugs.
It's a liquid. Police approved pepper spray at that.
Yeah, they didn't they? Like, that's
he's a white
legal to
supremacist,
carry.
Goy. He's a white supremacist.
White supremacist pepper spray. Somebody got to make a brand out of that. I guarantee it would sell pretty fast.
White supremacist pepper spray.
I don't know. You'd have to market it, but after the optics fall out, you could probably get a lot of like fucking alt-righters.
Yeah, but right now one of the big things that's going on is with the alt-right is the fact that a lot of the big name alt-right groups and pages and websites and whatnot, they're getting kicked off their domains. Yeah. They're having their domains seized and everything else. Basically, they're getting deplatformed and unpersoned very quickly right now. I mean, it's kind of slowed down, but Daily Stormer is basically.
But yeah, now it's kind of slowed down.
Yeah, the Daily Stormer.
Anglin is still. Isn't his site up yet? Like the Algerian site? Is that one still there?
Algerian site.
I
that.
Daughter to pacify the Algerian king.
No.
He had this 4-paragraph story about like his situation in Algeria. Oh my god!
Yeah,
the man is a genius. The man is a fucking
great troll.
genius. No, he's the best.
Yeah, Anglin does have a blog right now. I think it's still
up. His blog and his Gab are the places to go to get.
And they still do have their site up on the deep web, but I think Tor browser's creators, I think they're trying to shaft him in some weird way, but they can't kick him off. I don't know. Basically,
how would they kick him off? It's literally like if you couldn't kick off like hitmen and like drug dealers, it's like how are you going to kick off some?
Well, the logical conclusion there is that, quite frankly, they just view racism as morally worse than raping children.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. Nigga, they saying mean opinions about Muslims. That's real shit.
It reminds me of that old counter signal memes for Fashy Goy's meme that was like, whoa, I might be a pedophile, but at least I'm not rude.
Rude? I've seen that one.
It's a good one. But yeah, right now what's happening is a guy named Pax Dixon. He's an alt-right guy. He's calling for the creation of AltTech. Basically, an entirely separate area of the internet where alt-right groups and basically anyone who wants to come over there can just host domains, put up their material and whatnot, basically just trying to get away from Silicon Valley. Gab is basically the center for all that right now, in a way.
I don't think we have any platform in case we get showed.
Yeah, I mean, we just need a platform.
It's pretty great.
Basically,
I don't know. We should move our content to DTube, which is uncensored content.
I tried to move White Revival to VidMe, but apparently they have limitations. They have monthly limitations for data that you can upload, and it has to be only about 10 minutes.
Oh, fuck that.
Try DTube. I'll send you the link.
I'll give you a little DickTube look. DickTube. Is it .com?
.video.
Oh. Because I just... Downtube is a website, just so you know. Downtube. I think it's a car website. It is a car website. Let's see.
DTube.video.
Video. Like
Video.
Video or video? Hello?
Hello?
DTube.video or video?
It's video. It's video. I just said video.
Okay.
Come on. Oy vey.
Here it is. Yeah, it's definitely up. It's definitely up. What is with all these dollar signs around these things?
Shekels.
Is that money they're earning from views?
Shekels. I don't know. I assume it's views, but.
Well, there's dollar signs right there, my dude.
I don't know. Maybe they have a whole different format. Maybe they're trying to distinguish themselves from Facebook that much.
Well, that's the case. David,
I don't know if those are shekels.
David Icky over here is making like $77 per click. This looks like a good profit opportunity. We might want to.
Yeah, it's very young. Very young.
Fill our legal war chest a little bit. But yeah, I have this article from The Hill that I was trying to segue into this little topic about this thingamabob over here, the deplatforming thingies. Here's the title. Google's effort to undermine free speech strengthens case for relegating big tech. Regulating big tech. Not regulating. Regulating big tech. What do? Should these corporations be forced to adhere to the First Amendment? I think yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
I
just,
mean,
I
I'm a
just,
free
I just want to,
speech, though.
I just want to see you, Mark Zuckerberg, squirm when I type the word nigger and he can't do shit about it.
Yeah, dude, Facebook is a right, a God-given right.
Yeah, no,
I mean, they censor us anyway.
nationalize Facebook.
Nationalize Facebook. Corporatize it.
It's America book.
America book.
America book.
Freedom book.
Oh.
It could happen. I mean, fuck. Probably some stupid socialist policy regarding the internet's gonna get fucking passed.
I don't know, because right now they really don't need to, because, well, in regards to speech that major corporations and many government officials don't really approve of. Private tyranny isn't particularly different from public tyranny in this case, and the corporate hegemon's more than happy to just deplatform and unperson people. So they don't even need control of these corporations or the internet or anything, because these people are more than happy to go along with whatever the hell they want. So what do? I guess that's where AltTech comes in.
Right-wing code squads create an ethno-state within the web.
Yes.
Circa 2017.
Wouldn't be surprised if the ethno state ends up being on the internet. Internet ethno state.
Oh God! Could you imagine though? Like everything just everybody just gets put into the machine, and everybody just creates their.
Yeah, we abandon our bodies and we're all sentient.
We become a transhumanist ethno state online.
Everyone with gray matter gets their own ethno state. Everyone with white matter can fuck off. Ain't no goddamn white matter brain cells in this part of the internet, my dude. The 2099 internet.
You know what we should talk about? Nathan D'Amigo stepping down from Identity Robot.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I think I don't think it's a bad thing. I think he's just going to focus on his own problems and his own life real quick. And he's handing it off to somebody who is very interesting, and that is Eli Mosley.
Eli Mosley, former Proud Boy.
Former Proud Boy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had him on my Facebook page for a while, and I can't find him anymore.
Yeah. He's an interesting dude.
I think he's if it's the same dude I'm thinking it is, it may not be the same dude I'm thinking it is. I think there's like two...
You got cut off there a little bit, Dilly. What'd you say?
Got cut off there?
Yeah.
Am I coming in fine now?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not sure if it's the same person I'm thinking it is, because I think there might be two Eli Mosleys in the alt-right.
Two.
Unironically, and they're both prominent.
Yes, I think one. Well, one of them I think actually goes by Harmon, Eli Harmon.
Eli Harmon.
I know that these dudes are somewhere online. I don't know, but I did see a picture of Eli Mosley, and I recognize him as somebody that's been around for a while. So yeah,
He has a Facebook page and everything. Eli Mosley.
Really?
You can easily find him on Facebook. Yeah.
I can't find him.
Eli Mosley. Let's see.
There's a singer named Eli Mosley.
I have mutual friends with him, so that's why I can possibly find him easily.
Maybe. But I should have mutuals with him too.
Oh, wait a minute.
Dude, his page is gone. What the fuck?
Yeah, as you got to show it. I thought I would find him.
Maybe he's on,
Probably before.
Hold on just a second. Mute.
Where did he go?
Are we in intermission?
Is this
Intermission? I might as well record
20
something.
minutes in?
Hello, I'm back.
There you go.
Oh, thank God.
Had an issue to deal with.
Oh, I almost missed you, Goy.
I was interrupted. Oh, they. Shit. Nigga. Fuck. Ah, here he is. Okay, yeah, it's not. It's not who I thought it was. Okay, this is a completely different person, but he did go by Eli Mosley for a while.
Okay.
The person I was thinking of is Eli Harmon, and he is the apprentice of Kurt Doolittle. If you've heard of him.
Kurt Doolittle?
Kurt Doolittle.
No.
Interesting guy.
What's his story?
He's the leader of the Proprietarian Institute.
Proprietarian Institute.
It's interesting stuff. It's a completely separate topic.
Oh, they're centrists?
Oh, no. No.
Is that what you said? Oh, I thought you said they were centrists.
No, they're very...
Radical centrists ready to tear down the system.
Radical centrists.
But I mean, like... Is that even a Jewish trick, though? Like, I really don't think radical centrism is a Jewish invention.
Anything that has the word radical in it, I think it's a Jewish invention.
Oh, so what about, like, radical Nazism or something?
Jewish invention.
Oh, dude.
That's it.
Radical white supremacy.
We all know there was a Jew, so...
Yeah, dude, we're nice guy National Socialists. Yeah, dude, we're not radicals. We're nice. We're good people. We donate to the African laptop charity. You know.
Literally, what is the point of giving these people fucking laptops?
Is that an actual thing?
Batu cannot afford to eat or drink clean water, but let's give him a laptop so he can talk about it.
Fuck me, is that an actual thing?
I think it is. Yeah,
It probably is.
Let me go ahead and Google that real quick. I remember a while back, yeah, it was.
What is it called? African laptop what?
One laptop per child.
Oh, God. I remember seeing a commercial for this a while ago.
I remember it was...
And they had you know what they fucking had? They had these pictures of these really emaciated little African kids walking around with pots on their head and this fucking shitted out wasteland, and yet they're walking this schoolhouse and the place doesn't even have a chalkboard, and it's let's give them a laptop.
These are unbelievably...
Give them a chalk or books.
We have no food. We have no food. We have no water, but we have a laptop.
These are unbelievably... These are
unbelievably... They don't even have internet.
We have no internet.
Oh no, they had something like that. Hold on, real quick. This is it's the XO, and it's an unbelievably basic laptop. It's the children's machine. It's an inexpensive laptop. Oh, of course, it's inexpensive. Inexpensive laptop computer designed to be distributed to children in developing countries around the world to provide them with access to knowledge. I don't see a reason to do this.
It's just stupid. The bullshit. And yet people just throw their money at it. We can make Africa a paradise if we teach it the free market.
We all know the white people, they're real racists.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking racist. Give all the Africans their stuff.
Looks like they actually did distribute it in some places in the U.S. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's good, yeah. Well, again, why are we taking care of our own?
Oh, god damn it. It's in Birmingham, Alabama, which is nigger capital. So regardless, they gave it to Africans.
Goddamn abos.
Aborigine.
Those goddamn abos screwing up my crops or something. I'm not Australian. I don't know what the fucking goes through their head, man.
Outback's in Australia.
Alright, we are approaching a 40 minutes. We're about a minute away from 40 minutes.
Oh my god, already? What the fuck have we been talking about? Jesus Christ.
You know what time it is?
Time to kill myself?
It's time for...
Gas or pass?
Gas. Oh, you even got an echo for that one. Alright.
Yeah.
Do you have any list of people that we would go over for this? We should definitely have a list prepared for
the next show, I guess.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Trump. Donald Trump. Would you pass or pass on the Trump? And why?
Donald Trump himself?
Yes.
I would pass for now until he does something unbelievably unforgivable and fucking horrific.
He's not our guy, but he's the best we've got right now.
He's a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
I would pass with a gun to the back of his... we're joking here. Actually, I had to catch myself.
Any violence or any indication of violence, disavow.
This is humor.
That's our disclaimer.
This is all satire, boy.
Yeah.
It's satire, dude.
It's all satire. Satire. What the fuck? I sound like an Australian Jew. Satire.
Yeah,
Australian
dude,
Jew.
You need to work on your you need to work on your Goldberg Schickelstein accent.
On your merchant voice, guy.
Oy vey.
Oy vey, that's a pretty bad merchant voice, guy.
Yeah, I can't do it.
So you can handle all this?
Jewish laughter. Jewish.
Think you get laughs in Hebrew?
Laughs in Hebrew.
Laughs.
Alright. Israel is my favorite fucking country in the world, dude, I swear.
I love Israel. They're our greatest ally.
Some fucking girl on Tinder that I just swiped past not too long ago. She was literally like, oh, if you're with that Trump shit, swipe left. But that's not the crazy part. Then she was like Zionism and chill, and she had like a picture of an Israeli flag like in behind her, and I'm like, dude, you know Trump is probably a Zionist, right?
Zionist and chill.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he might be. I mean, oh my god. Oh man. Listen, like I'm pretty sure Ivanka, like crying into daddy's lap, you know. I think he's probably a Zionist because the people around him are Zionists.
Yeah, I think he has basically no choice but to be a Zionist at this point.
I don't think he has a choice. Like, even if he had an objection, he probably wouldn't be able to voice it. Because then it's like, oh, you're anti-Semitic. We can get you out of office now. Oy vey.
Yeah, no politician can be fully anti-Israel at the moment, unless they're in the Democratic Party, which is, by the way, anti-Israel sentiment is growing in Democratic Party.
Which is kind of funny. I've even heard liberals hate Israel. I was just talking to a fucking tanky yesterday, this fucking tanky tranny, and she was like, yeah, I fucking hate Israel.
Wait, listen.
Israel must be wiped off the face. Why did you?
Oh, that's a classic. Let me play that over YouTube real quick. I love that. That is such a great drop. It's such a great drop. Where is it? Here it is.
Must be wiped off.
Hold on.
The face.
Let me replay.
Israel must be wiped off the face of the earth.
Oh my god.
If only. We can only.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. That's
dude,
totally...
all we'd have to do is just stop funding it. It would go away. It would disappear in like a year. Maybe
we have to stop paying taxes.
Yeah.
All of us. All Americans.
Well, you pay your taxes so that your brothers and sisters can die for Israel.
Exactly. You need your children and grandchildren to die for us. Like
our shekels and your children. Everything.
But you know the main reason many of these leftists actually are against Israel and whatnot is because they view Israel as a white settler state.
Oh God. No. What whiteness doesn't exist, Goy? What are you talking about?
Right, because race is a social.
Yeah.
I'm white.
Well, white people only exist when it's time to assign blame. You know who's responsible for the vast majority of terrorist attacks in American history, Goy?
It's the white people.
It's the white males.
Straight white males. I got one for gas or pass.
All right.
Jesse Waters.
Jesse Waters, and that's the guy from Bill O'Reilly's show, right?
Fox News, the 5 on Fox News.
Hold on a moment. I'm gonna have to look that name up. Jesse Waters. Oh, that's
I'll have to call up my boomer father to talk about Fox News.
Here he is.
I don't even watch it anymore.
I would actually gas him. I I just remembered who he is, and I know exactly what he does. He is that basic bitch conservative that says stupid things to people. Yes, I would guess.
He's a boomer conservative.
He's a conservative. No, he's not a boomer, but he's a conservative.
Yeah, he's a conservative.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I really can't.
There's a really nice headline from Mediate I just found on Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters slams Trump for not proposing Reagan-esque tax cuts.
Reagan-esque.
Oh, God, fuck.
Oh, don't you love trickle-down economics, dude?
Right.
Reagan was the best president.
Reagan was Jesus. So that?
He took down that Soviet Union that kicked us out. Oy vey, we got our revenge.
American exceptionalism going. Oy vey.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, my internet cut out for a second there. I hope everything is still okay.
I was just saying,
that was pretty good.
He helped cut out, he helped destroy communism.
Oh, totally.
The, Jews, I think they're called?
Yeah. The Kaisers, yeah.
The Skypes, if you will.
Skypes.
Yeah. American exceptionalism. He brought about American exceptionalism, McCoy. That's what we need. We need to bring in more Americans from foreign countries.
Yeah. Alright. Let me see here. What other topics or other information should be covered tonight?
They arrested a couple of our guys from Charlottesville.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The dude with the gun.
Uh-huh. They arrested him. They arrested a guy named Michael Ramos. Some other guy, I forgot his name. Some young guy, about our age. Yeah, they're in jail.
Yeah, now the guy with the gun, very interesting. I'm amazed this didn't come out earlier. Because he literally fired a shot at the dude that was the black dude that was using the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Yeah, there's the video.
He was like, nigger shoots gun.
It was amazing. They said he fired a warning shot. No, he just fired and missed. He was trying to shoot the dude.
Dude, let's start a race war right now. Just kill that black guy.
Was he actually trying to shoot the nigger?
I think he was, yeah.
I thought it was a warning shot. Because I saw, as soon as that gun was fired, all the blacks just scattered.
The police never even moved. The police didn't do shit. Here's a video of it. You're probably going to hear the gunshot, I think.
Yeah.
I would hope. He's coming out now, and he's got the gun. He's pointing at the guy with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it. Oh, ooh. Woo.
I mean, the dude was like, the flamethrower was like going off, and it was, here's what's happening. All of our guys are coming down the steps, and this guy's, he's got the flamethrower going at our guys. And the guy comes down, and our guy with the gun comes down the steps, pulls the gun out, points it right at the dude, and shoots at him. And the black guy takes off. So that's perfect. That's perfect, actually.
But we all know the white guy was the aggressor because white people do everything wrong, goy. They're evil.
I mean, it's actually kind of hard to deny what's happening here. When you watch the video, he was clearly defending himself and everyone else in the crowd by shooting at this guy, so...
The black guy, the Dindu, was literally a flamethrower.
Boy, he didn't do nothing. He was just blasting these white supremacists with some flame.
What are we talking about?
Oh, Fashy joined us.
Hey.
Fashy blooming
Another
cross.
Fashy boy.
The mulatto man.
My Italian came out with that.
The legend. Hey! If you hold it too long, you get into Jew territory.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sorry, I am late.
Well, you are on colored people time, so you don't know. You guys are always late.
Well, alright, so basically we discussed Antifa's recent fall from grace. We talked about DACA. We talked about troubles with trying to find better platforms for the alt-right, namely AltTech, trying to find places to register domains outside of the control of Silicon Valley and so on and so forth. And yeah, I mean, it's basically our three major topics tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the arrest at Charlottesville.
Oh yeah, we just covered that. The arrest at Charlottesville, the guy that our guy that did the really nice bang bang.
Or a couple of our guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, one guy got arrested. What was the other guy getting arrested for?
It was some kid. I can't find his name. It was some white kid. A guy named what's his name? Michael Ramos, he's white.
White.
He's white.
Ramos.
He's white. He's a white Hispanic.
Pick one.
White Hispanic.
He's a white Hispanic. Yeah.
That is the worst meme ever.
That's
It's
a
like, dude,
thing.
I'm white,
That's a
but
thing.
I'm also Hispanic.
It's a
But
thing.
dude, if his last name was Michael Smith, you would think, okay, yeah, he's Michael Smith. This guy's obviously a white dude, so they're gonna target him more than a brown Hispanic, obviously. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. So he was arrested over. He was the guy who beat he defended himself against the Dindu at the parking lot in Charlottesville. Do you see that video?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he was the guy with the wife beater and the MAGA hat.
You know, there's another angle of that whole beating that shows the black dude attacking other people.
Yeah,
and
no,
then,
he had a bat. He had a bat. Yeah.
So I mean, in a clear court case, the dude's gonna get off, but the black guy is gonna have his assets seized, and all that money that got raised for him, that's going right back. I mean,
Yeah.
But we don't know how this is gonna go. They're probably gonna try to shaft our dude here. You know how it is.
Yeah. But and some other guy. I'm trying to find the other kid's name. There were 3 of them, 4 of them. Here he is. Daniel B. Borden, 18, was arrested in Ohio in connections with the attack on Mr. Harris, the black man.
So same situation.
Yeah. Daniel B.
Daniel. Well, that's a pretty gay situation.
Yeah. Is this the video?
The video.
That's the thing. Okay.
Oh, you're trying to find it.
No, I thought this was the parking lot video, but you can't hear it. It's more of a visual thing.
Let's use some critical thinking.
The gunshot, yeah.
Let's do some critical thinking here. Why was the black guy in a what was it again? What was the location again?
In Charlottesville.
No, the parking lot. What
the parking lot. It was in Charlottesville.
No, I know, but like, what is it called again? Is it a parking lot? Because it was like a multi.
The name of the parking lot? I don't know. The name of the parking lot.
I don't know, but I know that why was he in there? Oh, well, he was in there to sabotage vehicles and shit, basically, and to ambush people. So.
No, the story what I see as the official story was our guys went inside the parking lot to get away from the Dindus who were ready to attack them with bats and sticks and God knows what else.
All this fucking crazy engineer stuff.
And then, of course, our guys are going to defend themselves. They're not going to stand there like a bunch of fucking pussies and just get hit by a bunch of fucking niggers.
Yeah.
Say that.
Well, that's basically what I'm getting at. Is like, what the fuck are those black dudes doing there anyway?
I don't know. And they're trying to make this guy, the black guy, as an innocent little
a good boy,
bystander, a good boy. Like, oh, he didn't do nothing. He's a good church boy. He goes to church every Sunday and community service in his black community and this and that.
Yeah.
The guy's a thug with cornrows and everything.
Yeah, he's about as innocent as a church or something. Yeah.
But no, he's like another Michael Brown. He was a good boy. He didn't do nothing.
Dude, he was literally preaching the word of Jesus before he was brutally attacked.
He was preaching the word of Jesus as he was swinging the bat.
White man. Yeah.
He was preaching the word of Jesus as he was swinging the bat.
Exactly, dude. Like, no. If you say anything else, you're Greeks.
He's a crusader.
He's a crusader.
Oh, man. Okay, so we basically covered pretty much everything that's come up from the past.
Oh, God. What? I just read something very interesting. I'll read it out to you. My grandmother adopted 2 children to convert them to Judaism and then ignore them every day, fed them only lentils and rice every day, drink gallons of wine a week, have several dogs put down for reason of they bit someone when they did not bite anyone. I tried to convince people that Easter eggs were painted with orphan blood, and they tried to kill my dad.
What is this?
It's a meme.
Yeah, dude, it's a meme.
I'm so confused. What the hell?
Oh my god, this is some thread or something. It was just like I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't know what I've stumbled into, and now I feel bad.
Well, we do have one topic we could possibly discuss.
Oh, what's that?
Shoot.
The hurricane and everything that's going on down there.
Oh, yes. Houston. the tornado, hurricane, weather storm of peace.
You know, it's all Trump's fault.
Yeah.
So it's all white supremacy's fault.
I mean, he was literally on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of hilarious things that have come out of it. Looters are literally, like, attacking people here. Guess what color looters are?
Did you hear about the based black guy defending all these stores from being looted?
Oh,
He had a shotgun.
that's the true face of America.
Yeah, he's a based black guy. Yeah, he was threatening all these looters. I'm gonna shoot your ass if you don't get out of here.
I've seen so much hilarious shit that's come out. Did you see that meme about the alligators being released and then the HIV-infected blood also pouring out in a similar
They
area?
released the alligators and HIV.
Literally, it's Gatorades.
It's over series 4.
Gatorades.
Gatorades.
Hello?
Hello,
Who's
So
that?
you're back.
it's Fashy.
I downloaded the Discord thing on my laptop.
Very nice.
Great.
We were discussing the hurricane and what's going on down there and how it's just a symbol of true America with white men carrying Asian women out of
Diversity, black men protecting stores from being looted, and
Rooftop Koreans have made a revitalization.
all these leftists are just like, I hope all those Trump supporters lost their homes, were killed. You've seen those. I'm sure everybody's seen those.
There was a French meme going around, but
yeah,
there's a god because all the Trump supporters in Houston are dying or something.
Yeah, the Charlie Hebdo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not passing around any posts saying we are what is it, Jesus Charlie next time these people get shot, so whatever. I mean, these were the guys that got shot a couple months back. Remember? About a year back, actually, about almost 2 years back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yes, this Charlie Hebdo, and what happened is they printed I believe it was a picture of Muhammad, and a bunch of Islamists just ran up inside of their headquarters and just gunned them down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't think they've
Oh
ever
God.
Muslims ever since.
I mean, the thing is, so-called neo-Nazis aren't going to walk up to their headquarters and do the same thing. So.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because we're civilized.
Yeah, but dude, white Sharia.
Yeah. Now that white Sharia is dead, we're moved on to something new. You want to know what it is? You want to know
I'm
what
so
it is?
sick of it.
Guess what we moved on to?
What have we moved on to?
Goth Sharia.
Golf Sharia.
Goth Sharia.
Oh my God.
But it has a close competitor with Clown Sharia. So.
Clown Sharia.
So, like, are we, like, in the shit posting hour, or, like, are we still...
Oh, wait a minute. You know what time it is?
Yes, sir.
Again?
Let's
We're
do
gonna
another one.
fucking play this. We're gonna play. All right, you got.
We need at least 14 rounds of gas or pass for every podcast.
14 rounds.
Here's basically what's happened.
Dude,
Just
we need 88 rounds. Fuck that. 14.
basically, let me just summarize some of this. So basically, we discussed all of our main topics, and we've kind of moved on to briefly talking about, kind of half-assedly talking about Hurricane Harvey. But I want to mention that there's another hurricane coming right up into the Gulf at some point in the near future.
Oh, really?
And it's already a Category 2, and it's looking like it's going to make it to Category 4 at some point. And
Where's
some
this
people
one?
are thinking it's probably going to make it to like Category 6, which is like a brand new fucking category. Like a once in a 500-year thing.
Oh my God. Oh God. It's a
It
shower
might.
storm.
They're thinking
It's
it's
another shower.
They're thinking it's
Hurricane
gonna.
Bernstein.
They're thinking it's gonna hit Central America, but if it hit,
Okay.
but
who gives a shit?
but if it hits Texas,
What are you talking about? That's our white base, dude. What are you...
if
Central
it,
America?
dude,
Central America. I think
Central
they meant like
America.
Midwest America.
Oh,
Yeah, all right. Who gives a shit then? Brazil.
I know there's a fucking.
Brazil.
No, it's not Brazil. That's no, Brazil's South America.
Learn
Anyway,
your geography.
learn your
shit,
geography.
I said, come on.
Dude, white people don't even have a home. That's kind of geography I like.
Wait, it's gonna hit Central America? Bye bye Germany.
I definitely thought Central. What are you talking like Panama then? Like
Yeah, Panama.
Guatemala,
okay.
I personally hope.
Salvador.
I personally
All of my
hope.
countries.
I'm personally hoping that it hits Venezuela, because that'd just be amazing.
You just really dislike. Oh wait, because that's right. They were trained to impeach Trump.
There are only
Force.
there are only two Latin American countries worth saving.
Argentina.
That is Argentina and Uruguay, since they're.
What about Chile? Is
white.
Chile majority
Chile,
white?
kind of.
They're doing all right.
They're doing all right. Chile and Argentina and Uruguay are the only two countries worth saving if the upcoming race war occurs.
Oh yeah, the one where everybody gets nuked, and then the day
Yeah,
the world happens is
so we have-
within nuclear fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
So we have those
Venezuela's Venezuela's basically on the border, on the verge of collapsing. So, if they get if they get hit with like a massive hurricane, dude, it's gonna be fucking chaos.
Mm.
I want to see what happens.
God. you just stop, man. You just wanna watch the world burn.
Yeah.
You just wanna watch the world burn. What are you, face when too intelligent there, Dilly?
I guess so. Why
The
so?
face when too intelligent for white people.
I watched it too long.
Why so serious?
Are we doing Bane memes now?
Bane posting, real Bane posting.
Let me check the
IRL.
time. Let me check the time here. All right, we are now well over an hour. We are an hour and almost 3 minutes.
Oh, well, damn, that's a lot.
You really didn't. We've just been shit posting for the last hour.
We did cover quite a bit. We covered basically all the topics, and then Fashy got on, and then we kind of just brought up the hurricane and whatnot. What's all going on there?
There was something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you have a topic?
I did earlier, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, tell us a story about your college.
Oh.
Oh yes, your college story. Please share.
Oh yeah. So I'm taking a political science class. This particular political science class is about civil rights.
Oh, they.
Now, I believe I am the only one who could barely qualify as white in that class.
Oh, diversity.
Diversity, but hey, you're 50% white. That should be enough white for the entire classroom, right? Because white people should need a representation too.
Oh yeah. 50% is too many. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mike.
0% is the only acceptable percent.
All right. What happened
Can
in
we
the
just
class?
show this down? Like 25. All right. Yeah, back on topic, I guess.
Go ahead.
So I'm in the class, right? The incarceration rate among the races, and I have a pretty liberal professor. Liberal, more like leftist professor.
Mm-hmm.
So he brings up this graphic, and it shows how white people are they have a 1 in 16 incarcerated, and then for the blacks it's 1 in 3, and 1 in 7 for Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, you brought up a statistic. I'm gonna ask a simple question now. So I ask him. I say, sir, are these statistics also taking into account violent versus non-violent crimes and the rate at which they are being committed among the races? Simple question, right? I just want to make sure that the data is taking these things into account. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
So I say this, right? and then immediately there's a whole chimp out in the class. How dare you question the narrative, my nigga?
Oh God, he's got the narrative down.
Right. So cue Tyrone. Hey yo, what you talking about? Look at the stats. To which I replied, I can see the stats, Tyrone. My eyes work very well. What I don't see is the stat taking into account the types of crime. It isn't specifying whether the crime is for drugs or traffic violations or murder. You know? And then also, when you take into account the population demographics and density, you'll see that crime is more concentrated among blacks. Right? That's just me speaking facts. You know, if you look at population density, and you know, it's common sense. Most blacks live in large cities. Large cities need a large police force. Now, when you have a large police force and a large group of people that commit a large amount of crime, you're going to have more interaction between the two. Nothing racist about it. Right?
Pretty straightforward common sense, but no, I doubt they were very happy about that, were they?
Yeah. Yeah, and so, like, then he says to me, so tell me why white people get lesser sentences than black people for the same crime. I reply, well, Tyrone, you know, if you study the cases, you would see that more often than not, 9 times out of 10, the black person is a repeat offender. Meaning, and you know, anybody that knows like, the current U.S. How the U.S. Criminal system handles crime.
Yeah.
A strike system, a 3-strike system.
Mm-hmm.
Not being charged for when you have like for the first time offense, you're given like the minimum sentence. Now, if you get a second offense, that first offense is added to the second offense, and then so on for the third one. Pretty easy thing to understand.
Yeah.
Right. So I tell him this, and then you know we get onto the whole topic of institutional racism. Can I get an echo for that?
Wait, I gotta do it. Hold on. Institutional racism.
All right.
Institutional racism.
There we go.
I have to say it first part of the echo. Go ahead.
Right. So he wants to bring up institutional racism. For anybody who isn't aware of what institutional racism is when there's a current law that explicitly and outright says that you are allowed to discriminate against this person. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fairly simple concept.
Yeah.
So I tell him, show me a current law that is racist in nature. You know, show me a law that says, you know, we're gonna arrest you for being a nigga. You know, because you can't just say institutional racism when it's not being promoted by society. So then you know he's fucking. I push him into a corner now because you know he has no evidence. So then he wants to keep bringing up Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, no, Tyrone, you know, you can't bring up Jim Crow because Jim Crow was in the past. We knew Jim Crow was racist. You know, it was at a time when America was blatantly racist.
It was like a full generation ago.
Yeah. We live in 2017, Tyrone, not the
It's the current year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Basically, he kept trying to push his narrative of, oh, we oppressed by whitey and shit. So, needless to say, I'm probably the most hated person in the class now.
Okay.
Oh, man.
You got balls, kid.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, you know, I'm not found dead in the parking lot.
All right. Get prepared
Dude,
for
if
that.
you're found dead, then it's not a suicide.
And this is
suicide.
of course,
That
college,
goes
right?
for all of us. We're too black-pilled to kill ourselves.
This is
Just remember, it wasn't suicide. You know, I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot myself in the back of the head 22 times.
Yeah, but this is college, right? You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, on my very last day at a university, my very last day is when I experienced the most pause. The most. That right then there, the very last day. It's when two groups in my human resources class gave presentations. One basically super pro LGBT, and another one that basically praised diversity and claimed it was all good for the economy. You know, the usual, oh, well, the United States is getting less white, but that's good for the economy, guy. You know.
That's good.
Yeah, what's the fucking logic in that?
Cheap labor, basically, among other things that are basically driving down wages, and therefore companies make more money. There's assortment of things that cause that, and nobody ever bothers to look into it.
Brown.
Yeah, our future is brown.
Oh, that just reminded me. Now that you said that, it was another debate that I started in the class with immigration.
Ooh. Oh boy.
So apparently, for some reason, I don't know why, a lot of black people are fond of the idea of open borders.
I wonder that. You see, that doesn't make any sense to me because black people are affected the most with
exactly.
illegal immigration.
Arguing, I was telling them that I was saying if people are hiring cheap labor, that puts you out of the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brown surf class. Whites will be the masters of everyone because of it. It's like the liberals want to make like this literal like feudal system where like Mexi's at the bottom. That's kind of what it feels like, you know, just low wage workers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's kind of a spoof, I guess.
That's the thing about diversity. It's like, never mind white people. It's not just white people that are gonna be worse off. It's gonna be everybody.
Oh yeah.
No, we're all fucked. Yeah.
And I mean, crap. I had another train of thought here, but but yeah. Oh yeah. Basically, with automation fast approaching, we are fast approaching an IQ wall where most people are not going to be employed at some point in the coming decades because all these jobs are going to be taken by machines. So with mass immigration and open borders, all you're really getting is a permanent underclass. So what do you do with that? They don't seem to be thinking ahead about these things. I don't know.
So that was pretty much my day. It was quite enjoyable.
Did they spur out a little immigration argument? What happened?
Oh yeah. You know, I was immediately somebody tried to label me a racist.
But you're black or mulatto.
They don't care. I don't. I go against the narrative.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling them, I was like, you know, if you think it's hard enough for black people to find jobs now, imagine how hard it's gonna be when fucking Javier and fucking Paco are fucking are fucking working for cheaper. I said, if I was owning a business and a black dude said that he was gonna work for minimum wage, and you know I had some illegal immigrant who wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place offering to work for me for cheap, I would hire the immigrant.
Yeah.
Let's clarify. It's illegal alien.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like hiring cheaper labor does have its drawbacks. Like, I mean, you know, some like pagining out to India to outsource customer service. Like,
yeah,
all that does is just reduce the quality of the service that you're getting.
Like, I understand the logic, and I believe I understand the logic behind it because basically, while we're asleep, India is awake. So, of course, they have 24-hour customer service. So it's brilliant, but on the other hand, it's very low quality.
Superpower 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eating as fast as we can, sir.
But yeah, whenever I hear about all these black people that support open borders and more immigration, I'm just like,
You all testicles and no shaft.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
You all.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Speaking of India, anybody remembers Ebola chain?
oh yeah, I have a whole collection. Ebola Chan, I have a whole collection of pictures of her. Yeah.
So I was looking up old videos of Ebola Chan because that's the kind of sick fuck I am. and there was a video showing about how like India basically, you know, the filthy lifestyle over there with how like they fucking bathe and shit.
It's the river. The river. I've seen that video and I have it liked and it's way down my like list somewhere, but yes. It's a holy river and they bathe in it and they put their dead in it and they let dead animals get in there and holy shit.
My God.
And they shit and piss. It's horrifying.
It's a superpower river. Fucking racist.
Superpower.
Economic.
Brown future.
Brown future in your water.
Right. And so I'm watching it and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, how the hell did Ebola not get to India?
Paul was
the dam of feces and dead corpses stopped the Ebola from coming through the water supply.
Paul was really hoping it would happen, but it didn't happen, and that's kind of sad.
It was so bad, not even Ebola was gonna fuck with it.
Ebola Chan was
I'm
just
watching the video right now.
Ebola Chan was just too pure, too good for India.
It was literally the video showed fucking like dogs dragging the bodies out of the river and eating them.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I'm just like, how can one group of people be so fucking filthy?
No, seriously, we gotta gas India.
Yeah, something's got to be done about India, man.
Not even gas. There's not enough gas for India.
I can't believe people say that's where the Aryan started.
Yeah, I'm like, don't fucking
Get the fuck out of here. Indo-Aryan. Oy.
You get away with calling the Persians that. I'll let you get away with that, but don't you fucking compare Indians there.
The Persians were at least decent. I mean, they used to be non-Muslims. Now they're Muslims, but
Something happened to the poor
They got
souls.
culturally enriched.
culturally enriched by Islam. Yeah.
All right, we are now at an hour and 17 minutes, so that's pretty good.
Cool. What else did I do today? I updated my Tinder.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Tell us about that too.
Oh yeah. So
Adventures of Tinder.
Hello. I think he's gone.
Hello.
I think you got show it.
Me?
So,
You got fucking show it before he could tell us about his Tinder. This is international jewelry at work.
We can't let him talk about his dating app, Goy. This is a big pocket. No. Show it.
This is what they chose to silence.
Right?
All the shit that we've said, I'm pretty sure you guys have said the N-word like 20 times.
We can't say
Anyway.
We can't say anything about the dating app, Goy.
You mean-
That's
Oh, he's back.
interracial
He's back.
mixing.
He's back. He's back.
Great. Okay.
better watch my step.
Hey, be careful. You might get show it again.
All right. So, like I was saying before they noticed, I felt like my old profile wasn't just cutting it. So, I decided to upgrade it. So, a little stuff about me. I'm German American. Gopnik in training for anybody that doesn't know what a Gopnik is. That's basically a squatting Slav.
Squatting slough.
Dude, I'm German, but I'm gonna sully my genes with Slavic. No, like,
Chicky bricky.
nah, Slavs are great. I love Slavic men and women.
Chicky bricky. Yeah.
The tracksuits.
With their tracksuits and their alcohol and their cigarettes. Yes, these are my people.
I made it very clear that I'm looking to red pill. So lucky ladies out there know what they're getting.
Do they? I don't know. Are women smart enough to know what that means? Usually.
I put a quote there. A Murdoch quote.
100% pure Bavarian phenotype. Oh man, that was on my Tinder profile right before it got zucked. I'm pretty sure I had something like, I'm pretty sure the storm fags want to kill me, but I love them anyway. Man.
And I listed what I was looking for. Like you guys said, the 100% Bavarian phenotype. That's a must. Looking for a girl who can tell me the magic 14 words.
Oh, if she can,
Magical.
she can pronounce that. That's all good. If she knows what that is, then she's set for life.
She is.
Unless she's like
100%
Antifa and happens to know these things.
yeah. And she's like, "You racist Nazi," and it's like, that'd be pretty weird. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Some of them go for it though. Like some of them, like, oh, it's like a power thing. Like I want to be dominated by a fashy boy. Like I've heard that.
Just like with the feminists and their fucking their rape fantasies.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. It's kind of pathetic. Like I get it, but like, why?
Yeah. Well, because if you look at some of the women who claim to be feminists, you can see exactly why. They make themselves unattractive, and with this whole not shaving thing and the whole giving themselves fucking dyke haircuts and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to become like subpar men. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
They have this weird logic where the more ugly they make themselves, the more beautiful they become. That bullshit.
It's some bizarre backwards worldview. I don't understand.
Dude,
these
it's
people.
literally clown world. This
Clown.
is what we have to deal with every day.
Oh yeah, it's clown world.
They're fucking clowns. I mean,
and like in my area, you see a lot of degenerate people like that, like fucking Tinder profiles like that everywhere. Like these, like you have, like I'll be swiping through women, and you'll see like maybe 30 like really poorly passing trains that say they're non-binary. Like, just yeah. I just want to gas them all, dude. Like we're in a dire situation.
I especially hate it how on my Tinder profile I specifically made it clear I'm only looking for women, but yet they fucking still give me dudes.
What?
Because they categorize themselves as women. They're probably one of those people.
Because they think that they're women. Because they're so delusional that they unironically think that they're women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I hate when trainees do that when they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a real woman." It's like, no, you're not. Shut up. It's like if you make a good caricature or like a very good representation of a woman, that's fine. But like, God, don't pretend like you actually have boy or anything but a boy pussy. I should say.
Fucking traps are gay.
Yeah, they're fucking gay.
Are gay.
Stop pretending like they're not, my dude.
Yeah. Going back. And I also put in my profile, if you can't hang with me at my worst, don't try to hang with me when day of the rope comes and you're looking for someone to vouch for you.
Oh, God. Dude, she's cool, I swear. Not Jewish, I promise.
Oh, yeah. Very clear about, the benefits of, being my, what do they call it, ride or die? I don't know what the rappers call it now, and all that shit.
I have no idea.
And also that I plan on living near wheat fields in the future.
I have to take a holy pilgrimage to the wheat fields myself at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
And I also put a picture of a dog in there, because apparently bitches like dogs and shit.
Yeah, apparently they do.
If nothing else does it, that'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, we are an hour and 24 minutes in. I guess we could probably stop this around an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'd like to really, really underline something very important here. The Death Note
Dilly.
live-action movie.
Dilly, you have to, I don't know what it is, but sometimes your mic breaks off and I can't hear every other word you say.
Ree!
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm hoping it's coming clear. I'm pretty sure since I'm the one that's recording, it's going to come clear through my end, though, thankfully. But
when I watch the videos, it's usually only us that wake up.
Yeah, I mean, We should. What we should do one day is we have to have multiple people recording at once.
Invest in good mics.
That too. But guys,
Can we?
a very important mission for our organization. We have to hunt down and kill everyone involved in the live-action version of Death Note.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, can we invest 5 minutes in Death Note?
Sure.
That was a catastrophe.
It was.
Can we get a echo for investment?
Yes.
Can you give me like 2 seconds? Hold on. Wait.
Whenever we mention anything about money or finance,
You know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm going to record a whole soundtrack, soundboard of Jew things, money and
you just
Oh man, you know what? See if you can get a Roblox death sound. That's what I need in my life right now.
Yeah, but I gotta say, guys. I mean, I gotta say that was a bad movie.
Yeah. The Death Note movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, let me
And
just.
the anime right will destroy it with their memes.
Dude, like the only thing that was like, how do I explain it? The only thing that was really true to the original source, it was basically faithful to the original source, was basically just the fact that there was a notebook and that Ryuk was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. William Dafoe didn't do a bad job as Riku.
Yeah, that was actually like the only character.
That was actually pretty good, but everything else was bad. Light was just this whiny, stupid cuck. Light,
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
L was a
black colored
Actually,
gentleman.
No, you know, it really bothered me that they made everybody white and black. They didn't have actual Japanese people except for
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Mr. What's his name?
Watari.
Watabe, yeah.
Watari. And Watari wasn't even fucking Japanese in the anime.
No, he was like some of it. L was American, wasn't
They
he? Or he was,
basically-
like, some kind of
They were all
European.
Japanese. They were all Japanese.
They basically.
I thought L was some kind of happer or something.
No, they were all Japanese. They're always Japanese. They just have that. The Japanese just love the European aesthetic, but they're all Japanese.
They basically reversed the races in a way.
Yeah.
More or less.
I mean,
you know?
it's not. The premise wasn't that bad. It's just that the acting. Well, the character itself was stupid. Like Light Turner was a fucking retard.
Yeah, when he met like Ryuk and he literally just
Yes.
screams like a boy pussy.
Yeah. That fucking meltdown. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, realistically, if we all ran into Ryu, we would all.
I mean, I'd freak out, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I'd kind of be expecting it if I picked up some crazy book that could kill people.
Well, you know, there
Like,
was
don't you think demons would hell would come for you if you started like killing people with a magic
Well,
book? Like,
the thing that really got me, the thing that broke the entire movie to me was was it Mia or Maya? I can't remember how her name's
Yeah.
pronounced. She broke everything because her immediate infatuation doesn't make sense. There's no basis for it. In the anime and the manga, it made sense because Kira saved her life or something like that.
yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I love you so much."
Yeah,
now,
infatuated.
yes.
It
I don't know. Their chemistry in the anime was also pretty good. I
made
said it
sense.
probably wasn't very good in the fucking.
The movie, it was like, I don't know. She was in the movie. She was fucking crazy because basically
It was a teen comedy. She was just a psychotic bitch. Pretty much what it is.
she put Light's name in the notebook and
Yeah.
and when Light figured it out
Wait,
and she was like,
Fashy Blumenkrast, did you watch the film or no?
No.
No? So these are spoilers.
yeah, you might want to check it out
watch it,
anyway. Check it out
I don't give a
anyway.
shit.
I'm watching it.
No, you don't give a shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, what? You're not with the anime, right? What kind of faggot are you, dude?
Oh no, I'm with the anime, right? I just I'm with the hentai, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
here's
no
the-
more anime right for me. I think I've seen enough hentai in one day.
Anyway, Mia, like the thing is, like when she revealed that she wrote Light's name in the notebook and that he was basically gonna die at midnight if he didn't hand over the book to her. Light's response had me on the fucking floor. He was like, There's so many rules. What? Shouldn't you be pissed off? I mean, nothing made sense, basically. Well, actually, no. One thing did make sense, and that was L.
Oh, yes.
L made sense.
Black man L.
Here's why L made sense. He was a black guy. Like, you know how he freaked out with Watery?
You freaked out with what? You cut out a little bit.
Cut out, yeah.
Might be cutting out a little bit. Hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. Let me disconnect and reconnect. All right. I'm back.
There you go.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. His freak out with Watery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing felt really realistic to me because it's like he was extremely impulsive and he couldn't control himself. And I was like, yeah, this is a black L.
They followed the bell curve because blacks don't have self-control and they get angry. Too much testosterone.
He was absolutely. He was almost nothing like the anime and manga L.
No.
Which was literally the most cool-headed,
Yeah.
most boy pussy, weird-ass motherfucker that he ever did see.
Yeah.
Oh, they made him into a nigger.
They changed his race.
He almost
They made him into a Negro.
right at the end. I think he almost wrote Light's name in like a piece of paper from a notebook. I was like, what the hell? This is something L wouldn't do.
Can we not say nigger on this podcast?
Nigger?
What are you talking about?
Niggers.
But yeah, it's a disaster of a movie, and I just wanted to underline that.
Yeah, no, it was really bad. It would have been better if it was an episodic.
Yeah, probably.
They actually took time to develop the characters.
Yeah, that's actually true. I think they would have. Yeah. Yeah. But
Those Jews screwed up another thing the Japanese invented.
yeah.
They've diversified my weeaboo anime.
Exactly.
I must call to arms.
The Jew fears the
That
samurai.
video made them make Death Note to that atrocity.
But now that you brought up the Jews fear the samurai, Fashy, I have to bring up one last little topic that just came to mind, and it's about the Deputy Prime Minister of Japan.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yes.
I don't, so don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm listening intently.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Let me see if I can find an exact quote on what he said, real quick, because this is actually quite amazing. He recently gave a speech. He gave a little speech. But let me find it. Where is it? I cannot find exact words. What the fuck?
You know you were disgracing God.
God. These are old man Japanese accents, weeaboo impressions.
To a Japanese Jew.
Oh, please, shakers for British.
Whoa. Dude, my favorite meme is Chinese Islamist. Oh, God.
Chinese what?
Mashallah, Shamiktola, Chinese Islams, and Muslims who are also Chinese.
Oh boy,
White
my
Sharia.
internet is not cooperating right now. I really want to find his exact statement because it was actually pretty funny. I think he was just he was talking about his motives for entering politics, and he basically said, I won't ask you about the motive of becoming a politician. I'm not sure exactly what he was saying. Oh, I think he was talking about the finance minister. Yeah, he was something, I guess, an internal squabbling over something, and he basically said something to the finance minister. Let's see. The country's finance deputy. No. Oh, wait, he's both. What the fuck? He's both. What? He's both the finance minister and the deputy prime minister. What the hell is going on here? Anyway.
He's consolidating power.
Yeah.
He was citing Hitler. He cited Hitler in a speech when discussing motives for entering politics. He said, I won't ask you about the motive of becoming a politician. What is important is the result. Hitler, who killed millions of people, was no good, even if his motive was right. He basically said Hitler's motives are right. And
Yeah.
Oh yes, I actually remember this now.
freaked out a lot of people. Yeah,
Ace Jack. Yeah, we got him.
the Jews feared a samurai, basically.
Jewish samurai. I actually have one more thing that I realized today watching a couple of videos.
Mm-hmm.
Charlottesville.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the amount of white people there, right? And I realized how the sunscreen sales just probably went up that day.
Really?
Probably. Although, dude, that was a pretty much homogenous rally. There was probably like 20% black people and other assorted races.
Yeah, it was mostly 80% white at least. I'm just thinking about, imagine the sunscreen. Yeah,
I mean, I definitely
just went up.
I definitely brought some with me. I didn't end up using it though. I was like covered head to toe in clothing and doll helm. So yeah,
and you
That
weren't
was an
there.
observation.
And you weren't there for that long, anyway.
yeah, I was pretty. It was fucking quick.
I sent a photo of the chat of a brown guy wearing a Daily Stormer shirt. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super power, Daily Stormer.
But yeah, we are at, what is the time again? An hour and 35 minutes? 36? Yeah, we're about ready to go ahead and put it
世界
into
中
this.
が全てユダヤによって取られている。世界中の侍が決起しなきゃいけない。
What kind of non-Christian language is
ユダヤ
this?
は侍を一番恐れている。
That was the quote. The Jews feared a samurai.
Oh god.
Okay, there it is. What kind of non-Christian, kind of non-white language is that?
Yeah, but we might as well go ahead and sign off. This is good. This is very good. Very nice.
This is a pretty memey one. You know, we still got to improve our production value, but
Yeah, but we covered
they were-
all the good topics. We did good.
yeah, we did good. We should probably elaborate more next time.
Yeah.
Really get big brained about all this stuff.
Big brain politics.
We should have guests on. I have a couple of people who might want to, who would be interested in joining our
Oh hell yeah!
podcast.
Let's get Loomer on here.
Wait, we can't wait for this. Hold on. You can't sign off yet. Give me
Can't?
1 second
Alright.
before we sign off.
It kind of came through, I think. Let me might have tried it one more
Barely.
time.
I had that.
Loomer.
I had that one ready to use tonight, but forgot. Right.
All right.
We're done.
I guess. I guess we're done. All right. So this is Dilly.
Yeah, I guess enjoy your night, guys.
This is Dilly signing out.
Hail victory, boyo.
Yeah, victory.
Alright.